What's up, guys, and Happy New Year. Today, we're going to be talking about my top 5 guns of 2025. Now, this is not the top 5 guns that came out in 2025 or the top newest guns from 2025. These are going to be guns that I've made content with this year that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and these are my top 5 favorite. It was kind of hard to choose. As you can see, there's a few in here that I do really enjoy, but I narrowed it down slightly. You'll see I've got one number, in no particular order, by the way, but one number that's a little bit of a cheat. But we're going to go ahead and jump into it, starting with number 5. All right, guys, and number 5 is the Mac 2 Tradesman in collaboration with Agency Arms. Guys, this shotgun has been a blast, to say the least. I've really enjoyed this, and it's honestly the first shotgun that I've owned in a minute. Especially, this is the first semi-automatic shotgun I've ever owned, so that's been kind of a big learning curve for me. I shot competitively back in the day, high school, college, and just using an over-under and trap shooting, sporting clays, things like that. So moving over to something like this with a significantly smaller barrel at 18 inches instead of 28 or 32, and to a semi-auto platform where you've got multiple rounds instead of just the 2 that you're competing with. This has been kind of a learning curve, but I've really enjoyed it. This thing is pretty incredible. I know I've broken this down before, and it's had a few upgrades since you guys last saw it, so we can take a look. Got like a new Magpul grip, a little side holder here. The Vortex Venom 6 MOA dot I'm really excited about. And I went with a rail here instead of a direct mount, just in case I wanted to swap this out. And then the grip texture on this I've talked about is super nice. But guys, this gun is going to come in the top 5 because it is my newest gun, so maybe there's a little bit of recency bias there. But this is a super, super nice shotgun to shoot. I've really enjoyed it. I just replaced this tube. I had a few issues swapping out the follower, but I think I'm going to get that taken care of. But ultimately, guys, this gun has been a blast, and it has let me grow a little bit, especially like I mentioned, that learning curve. So I'm excited to get to mess around with this one some more, and I'm excited to get a year review on this towards the end of this next year of 2026. Crazy. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, guys, that's coming in. Number 5, again, no particular order, but the Mac 2 Tradesman from Military Armament Corp, SDS Arms, and Agency Arms collab, number 5. All right, guys, coming in at number 4 is a Ruger 1022 Charger. Now, guys, this thing, you probably just saw the video on it. Pretty recent build. I've had the Charger for several months now, but with this new chassis system from Spire Gunworks, it's a little bit newer of a build. And I've got this off. I'm looking for something a little bit better than what I had on there. But this thing, guys, is so much fun. And honestly, 22s are range therapy. I mean, they don't cost anything to shoot, and it's just a blast every time you go out there. I always enjoy shooting 22, especially suppressed. It's so nice. And it's like, I don't have to wear my ear pro today. This is great. I can go out there. It's ear safe. Everything's a good time. This thing looks sick with the folding bracer stock. It's awesome as well. The Diafrico grip is sweet. This chassis system, I'm in love with this chassis system. I mean, just look, it's a sexy looking gun. Super sweet. The optic, it's great, man. This, like, it's just such a fun gun to shoot. And so that's why it's coming in number 4. It had to be in my top 5 this year because I absolutely love this thing. And I know from now on, it's coming to the range with me every single day. And that's really what's going to be on this list. What do I look forward to shooting every day? What am I always wanting to take to the range? Even if I'm doing a review on a shotgun or on a revolver, I'm taking this with me because this is going to be my wind down, my decompress shooting once the review is over gun. This thing is awesome. Ruger 1022 Charger with the Spireworks chassis system coming in the top 5. Coming in at number 3, this is the one that's a bit of a cheat code, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And I couldn't narrow it down, even though I do think one slightly edges the other. They're all great. And so I'm going to call it the Canik category. So this one here is the Canik TP9 Elite Combat. This is the one that I honestly think is the better of the 3 that I own. But I just couldn't separate them all because they're all so nice. But this Elite Combat has the SAI golden threaded barrel. And I threw on a Taylor Freelance gold base pad just to match. Why not? That looks nice. It's got the handle leg grips, which are excellent. But this trigger, look at this thing. You hear that? It's just like breaking glass. The reset is incredible. This is my favorite Canik by far. The irons are excellent on it. The little, if you can see that, fiber optic red, serrated back. This is my favorite of the Caniks, but it's just so hard for me to separate them out. So the TP9 Elite Combat, we're going to call this the 3A. All right, so the 3B is going to be the Canik TP9 SFX. This is the full size, maybe ultra full size. This thing's pretty large. Canik, and it's in that two-tone. Guys, I'm a millennial. FDE in black just gets me going. It really revs me up. And this thing, not the flat-facing trigger, but the trigger just as good. I mean, look at this. Canik's got it figured out. Their triggers are immaculate. And same thing here, the front sights or the iron sights, that red fiber optic blacked out rear, best iron sights just from the factory. The reason I'm putting this one slightly, I mean, it's so tough. The reason I like this version of the TP9 specifically a little bit more, or I guess one thing I do like more, is that this slide release here is short and a little bit different. It's got a little bit better of a texture on it. I ride my thumbs high when I shoot. You can see we'll switch it over to this side. My thumbs are kind of high. So I always hit this slide release on my other Caniks. This one I do not. And this one, just being full size, it feels just like a totally different gun. And it is an absolute amazing range weapon. This thing rocks. So that's 3B. Let's move on to 3C, and then we'll move on to the next category. All right, and 3C is one of my everyday carries. It's in the rotation daily. This is the Canik Meta MC9, not the MC9 Prime, not the MC9L, though I do want both of those, and they're on my list to get in 26. But this gun has been a beast. I mean, it's small, but it's got a nice grip. I've got the handle-it grips on there, obviously, because I'm a big fan of those guys. Trigger, exact same as the SFX. I have the Holosun 407K with a green dot on here. And it, man, guys, this is one of those guns that just presents for me. The co-witnessing iron sights through the red dot are nice too. And it's like every time I pull this up, I'm locked in. I don't have to change anything about it. That's why this is usually the one I'm carrying. I go between this and the 365. But this thing it's my go-to. If I'm just going out, if I'm like, hey, I just got to run to the store, this is the first thing I grab. Don't even think about it, because this thing, again, presents so nice. And sometimes I'll throw in the extended mag that came with it, and it kind of gives me the MC9L, which is great. But yeah, the Canik Meta MC9 coming in 3C. But honestly, the Canik category is just goated. All Caniks, absolute legendary weapons, and I love every single one of them. But I'll get off the Canik horse for a minute, and we will move on to number 2. All right, guys, before we move on in the list, I wanted to shout out one of my favorite companies, Magna Lens. They are an incredible company that I've been working with lately, making some really, really cool stuff, specifically their Magna Lens range glasses. These things, I'm going to come up a little close, are legit. So I've got my Walker Ear Pro on. Wearing glasses with these is absolutely miserable, and I can't stand it. But Magna Lens has fixed that problem. They developed these glasses, little magnets on the end of them that, check this out. You ready? Let me go right here. You ready? You hear that? You hear that snap? That snap is incredible. Those things get locked in. They don't mess with your ears, keeps the gaps closed, keeps your glasses on securely. Guys, best range wear you can get. Best range wear in 2026 is Magna Lens. Make sure you guys go check them out. I've got a link in the description below if you want to save 10% off. You can follow my link, or you can use code NATIVEMARKSMAN10. They'll save you 10% off on these bad boys, and they are incredible. Not only do they keep you safe, but they keep you looking sharp. And I mean, let's just listen to that one more time. You ready? Snaps on, and it's good to go. So guys, go check out Magna Lens. And now let's get back to this video. All right, guys, on to number 2 of Native Marksman's top 5 of 2025 guns to make content with is the Walther PDP Pro E. Now this thing is sweet. Straight from the factory, it comes loaded. You've got a flat facing trigger, a magwell, super nice grip texture on here that I love. It's got optic cut, ready to rock. I actually got this one to come with an RMR plate, so I could add this Zulisi Oak Plus, which is pretty sweet. Very huge window on that thing. I added a Nikkor MPL 35 flashlight just to kind of help balance out the gun a little bit. And then I also have this Black Steel USA gas pedal, thumb stop, whatever you want to call that. And guys, this is my first Walther I've owned, and the first Walther I've ever shot, even, truth be told. And when I first shot this thing, it immediately started competing with my Canik TP9 from number 3. It is so close to being my bedside gun, and it might be by the end of 26. We'll see. I'm definitely going to do a year-long review on this thing because it's new. I haven't had it very long. I've a couple hundred rounds through it at this point, but I'd like to get to 1,000 and do a full review on it, even though I know Walther is great and it's not going to even be an issue. But guys, this thing, man, it just like fits right in the hand. You present well with it. That thumb stop from Black Steel USA is great. The red dot window is huge. Night flashlight, you can't beat it. Guys, it's an excellent gun, and it is, again, so close to beating out my TP9, which is my current bedside, and I love that gun to death. And this one is, I thought for sure that would never be topped, and this is getting very, very close. So number 2, Walther PDP Pro E-Series, decked out, ready to rock from the factory. Now, let's move on to number 1. All right, guys, and finally, number 1 on my favorite guns to make content with is the Palmetto State Armory AKV 9mm AK. This thing, guys, is so much fun. This is my favorite gun to shoot. I know I've probably said that about all of these guns on this list, but this one, I literally have to deny myself bringing this to the range because I know I'm going to waste so much money on ammo just running through it with this. This is so much fun. And people, like, I've had people say, why do you even need that? Why do you need a 9mm AK? First of all, why not? Second of all, they're cool as crap. And third, this thing is so much fun. It is so heavy, which I know doesn't sound like the typical gun guy thing to talk about. This gun's heavy. Recoil is non-existent. This dot stays exactly where it was when you pull the trigger. It doesn't move at all. You don't even need to do anything. This thing is so much fun. And it's got the Kyber Customs work on it that you guys have seen in other videos. Their shark fin, their rails here. This whole M-LOK system is theirs. The cheese grater is theirs to give it that kind of classic look. The grip is theirs, goon tape, Dottronics, RMR. I'm not going to break all that down. But guys, this gun, man, when I say, I can't take this time. I'm going to the range and I'm like, I'm packing up the bags. I'm throwing everything in. And I'm like, the AKV is just sitting there staring at me. It's like the Green Goblin's mask. Like, what are you doing? Take it.
Coward. We have a new world to conquer. You make me sick.
Leave me alone.
I'm like, I only have, a couple hundred rounds this time. If I bring you, I'm using all of them. So I really have to limit myself on taking this guy to the range because it is so much fun. They're a little bit pricey out the gate. And when you go to add some Kyber Custom stuff, it changes a little bit, but it is just so much fun to shoot. And I go back and forth. The same thing with the 1022. I got to find the right stock that I want for this. I haven't quite found the correct one for me yet. So I'm still looking. If you guys have suggestions, comment down below. But this thing is so much fun. And so look, if you've got the money lying around, you've got some time, you've got a lot of ammo to blow through because you're going to want to shoot this all the time, go check out Palmetto and go grab yourself an AKV. These are so much fun. All right, guys, so that's it. That is Native Marksman's top 5 guns that I made content with in 2025. I'm super excited to go through and do a year-long review on all of these because this is a new channel. It's very new. I've been on Instagram for over a year, and these guns have been on there for forever, but the YouTube is new. So let me know what you guys think. If there's a gun that you want to see specifically, if there's a gun you see on my Instagram page that maybe wasn't in this top 5, if there's a gun you see in the safe that maybe wasn't in the top 5, comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see. And, guys, just come on, like, subscribe, share this video. Let people know Native Marksman's out here trying to make some fun content for you guys, trying to do some good things, trying to make it in the gun industry because why not? I'm passionate about this and it's a good time. So, guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Cannot wait to do another one of these in 2027 when, who knows, maybe we'll have a lot more guns in the safe to talk about. But comment down below which gun you think was your favorite, which gun you want me to review extensively, and kind of what you're wanting me to look for in 2026. I'm really open to do anything, so let me know. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.